And I can already say that 2020 is looking to be another fine year for theme parks. Another fine year for theme parks. Another fine year for theme parks. Don't even speak to me. So it's that time of the year again here on ScrewyLoops where we dive full force into the best upcoming roller coasters of the following season. Which is pretty much everything off last year's video, so I could have just copied and pasted it, but no. We at ScrewyLoops ain't like that, we got bigger plans. So instead, we're going to be covering not only 7 but 10 upcoming coasters and ranking these from the good to the absolute dog's knackers. And with that in mind, you're watching ScrewyLoops and this is the top 10 upcoming roller coasters of 2021. Before we do dive into the top 10, I just want to give a few honourable mentions to the coasters which didn't quite make the first hurdle. So, here we go. Alien vs Predator at Genting Skyworlds in Malaysia is an upcoming SFX coaster by Dynamic Attractions. A type of coaster which combines a heavily immersive experience of a screen-based ride and the thrills found on many modern roller coasters. Unfortunately, not much is known about the layout and the coaster itself, but we are excited to see what this has in store. Now You See Me High Roller is a mirror spinning coaster coming to Motiongate theme park in Dubai. Based on a magical movie franchise, this spinner will no doubt provide some well-themed family fun and sickly stomachs. Another upcoming spinning coaster is Storm Chaser at Paultons Park. This MACK spinner is the mainline attraction to their brand new area Tornado Springs. It might be a clone of Sierra Sidewinder, but by God this thing looks absolutely stunning. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. We literally know nothing about this. All we know is that it will be one of the longest indoor roller coasters in the world. It'll be located in Epcot and it's Disney. If that's not enough to get excited about, I don't know what is. And finally, the last honourable mention goes to Emperor, the custom B&M dive machine coming to SeaWorld San Diego, themed around a penguin. This coaster will take up to heights of 153 feet, plummet at an angle of 90 degrees and throw you upside down a total of 3 times. This will also be the first dive machine on the West Coast, so that's cool. And literally as I'm recording this right now, Luna Park have just announced the world's first Intamin Hot Racer, a launch single rail coaster which will be Intamin's answer to an RMC Raptor track. They must have heard I was making this video. Obviously there are many more coasters that I'd love to mention here. These were just a handful of those. But anyways, without further ado, let's crack on to that top 10. At number 10, we have Icebreaker at SeaWorld Orlando. The premier ride Skyrocket, which launches forwards and backwards and forwards because that's generally what they do. But SeaWorld plan to break the ice by shifting from the typical Skyrocket style of layout to a more modernised custom compact creation. Standing just shy of 100 feet, Icebreaker looks to be the perfect family thrill coaster that SeaWorld has been needing all these years. Reaching speeds of 52 miles per hour, you'll be propelling backwards up a 100-degree spike, plummeting down an 80-foot top hat, to then scurrying through a low-to-the-ground layout with pops of airtime and swooping bank turns. Whilst not exactly earth-shattering, Icebreaker looks to break the ice. Yes, I used that twice. Between the smaller family attractions and the big boys like Manta and Mako. It seems like it'll be great fun, and I cannot wait to give it a go. Heading all the way over to Stockholm in Sweden for our number 9 pick, it's Monster at Grona Lund. And it is monstrously minuscule. Seriously, it's very cute. This inverted coaster brings the best of B&M's back catalogue of compact calamity and sandwiches it into the tightest space possible. They should have called this one The Contortionist. Great band too. Grona Lund have taken extensive efforts to ensure this coaster can actually fit inside the park. For those unfamiliar, Grona Lund is ridiculously small with little to no room for expansion, so they had to meticulously craft a layout which would interweave between many existing attractions. This led to a really unique looking design, with quite possibly the most adventurous layout B&M have cooked up within the last decade. Hopefully they deliver and add that well needed spice to an otherwise stale type of roller coaster. Neon lights, motorbikes and everything nice. At number 8 we have got Tron Lightcycle Run at Disney's Magic Kingdom. Magic. I'm just saying, it's about time the most popular theme park on the planet got a decent roller coaster. Whilst I have a lot of love for Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom has always lacked in the coaster department for me. Until now. Tron is of course based off the sci-fi movie franchise of the same name, and it's no doubt this big budget blockbuster of an attraction will live up to it too. Take Pandora for example, based on a film which I couldn't care less about, yet I still fell in love with absolutely everything about it. Disney are gods. Plus, if it's anything like its Chinese counterpart in Shanghai Disneyland, then I'm pretty sure you Disney fanatics will be wetting yourselves silly. Coming in at 7 is the upcoming MACK Extreme spinner called Time Traveller at Plopsaland. That sets up my bathroom when I'm taking a dump. Unlike Time Traveller, you know, the original one, this European equivalent looks to deliver a much more inversion heavy layout, which honestly petrifies the living vom out of me. That being said, it definitely looks like a quirky selection of elements with a couple I never even knew existed, like this curved JoJo roll or double inverted dive loop for example. These are incredibly unique and should provide a very unusual sensation while spinning around. On top of that, there are a couple of launches with one reaching a top speed of 56 miles per hour, plus a handful of airtime moments and bank turns in between all that loopy launchy chaos. It's great to see one of these MACK Extreme spinners finally hit European shores, and Time Traveller looks to be a pretty solid one at that. Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure, number 6. 6, the number of the beast. Originally slated for 2020, Jersey Devil Coaster cursed us all. You bastard. This Raptor track by Rocky Mountain Construction will be the tallest, fastest and longest single rail coaster in the world, reaching heights of 130 feet, speeds of 58 miles per hour and a length of 3,000 feet. Featuring the most horrific looking trains outside of the Big Apple crew. Yep. That's terrifying. Riders will be seated just one person per row to give a truly intimate and visually intimidating ride experience. The layout looks like it packs plenty of ejector airtime as you glide across the twisted mess of metallic spaghetti track, and with the relentless nature of these types of coasters, I'm pretty sure you'll be holding on for your dear lives. Whilst Wonder Woman and Railblazer have given us the taste, I definitely think Jersey Devil will be giving us the full bacon-loaded carbonara. The gods have spoken. Number 5, Pantheon at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. This is another one of those that launches forwards and backwards and backwards and forwards, but holy mother of Intamin Blitz, this one looks heavenly. Themed around 5 mighty and magnificent Greek gods, Pantheon aims to capture their imposing presence within a mighty and magnificent coaster. Blitz by name, Blitz by nature, Pantheon will break the record of fastest Intamin Blitz coaster with 73 miles per hour, which is only 0.3 of a second faster than Taron, but we'll take that. After dancing back and forth, riders will crest a 178-foot top hat, plummet down a 95-degree descent, and then gracefully traverse the layout sprawling with signature Intamin twistiness. And good lord, that zero-G winder looks, I'm gonna have to say it, god tier. There's like 3 entire seconds of weightlessness. It's gonna be at the top of everyone's favourite inversions list. I'm saying this right now, the fact Pantheon is number 5 on this list just shows the level of quality we're getting next year. Best year for coasters ever? Maybe? Launching into number 4, we have Abyssus at Energylandia. Get it? Launching? No? This Vekoma shockwave is certainly going to be sending shockwaves across the theme park globe, as let's be honest, it looks fantastic. Whilst it doesn't particularly bring anything new to the table, Abyssus will instead be hitting hard on the fun factor. I've recently had the pleasure of riding one of these, and I can tell you now, it was easily one of the most enjoyable coasters I've ever done. They are so good. I don't know what it is, Vekoma just know how to make a layout feel so incredibly fluid and buttery smooth these days. Abyssus will be no different. Just look how beautifully graceful this coaster is. It is so satisfying to watch. Not only will this ride like $1 million, but look like $1 million as well. Set in the brand new area, Aqualantis, Energylandia are going all out on the theming here, and from what we've seen, it looks pretty world class too. This is definitely one to watch. Jetting over to Florida once again, we have Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa in our 3rd spot. You know this is a good one when the fanboys are more excited for the bloody POV than to actually ride this thing. Anyways, RMC's highly anticipated conversion of the once dueling GCI Gwazi takes us to entirely new heights. Taking full advantage of Gwazi's footprint, Gwazi will not only be America's tallest, but also the fastest and steepest hybrid coaster on the planet. Standing at a height of 206 feet, riders will plummet 91 degrees and push 76 miles per hour through a layout containing 3 inversions. This will be an intense experience with what appears to be some of the most ridiculous elements on an RMC to date. Take a look at this crazy barrel roll dive, for example, and how about this wave turn which banks in on itself too. Beautiful. I doubt it'll be quite as aggressive as its sister coaster at Cedar Point, but Gwazi appears to showcase a solid selection of RMC wackiness and oh my god moments. Bring on spring 2021. Just missing out on our number 1 spot, it's the Intamin Mega coming to Walibi, Belgium. Packing more airtime than Ed Sheeran on BBC Radio 1, this is the definition of Willy Lift Central. I'm kissing my arse goodbye, just watching this thing. This Intamin Mega will contain more airtime moments on a steel coaster than any other in the world. It honestly looks like they've taken Expedition G-Force, threw it into a blender, and served it with a side of non-inverting Cobra roll. What in Walibi's name is that? Intamin have gone bonkers, and I'm a little bit obsessed by it, not gonna lie. Maximum outward banked airtime hill, check. World's first side bank double down, check. World's first wall store with 2 seconds of 0G weightlessness, check. Airtime, check. This is usually where I say, Intamin, you have done it again. But no, actually, you've outdone yourself this time. This is just simply outrageous. 15 moments of airtime? 15? Are you okay, Intamin? Do you need to sit down? You won't be sitting down on this thing when you're spending the entire ride out of your f***ing seat. Drum roll, please. Number 1, Jurassic World VelociCoaster at Universal Islands of Adventure. Whoa, Intamin, you are dominating 2021. VelociCoaster looks like an absolute masterpiece. It might not have the airtime of Walibi Belgium's mega coaster, but instead, this thing will be offering the complete package. Like Disney, Universal know how to make an immersive attraction. They know how to turn an Intamin roller coaster into an emotionally engaging experience. If any of you have been on Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure, you will understand exactly what I mean. And if anything, VelociCoaster will be continuing the trend, but also adding some well-needed frills to the Universal Resort. Even if we strip back the theming, what we have here is still world class. VelociCoaster is a multi-launch coaster, reaching speeds of 70 miles per hour and heights of 155 feet. From what is visible, we can see that there will be inversions as well as plenty of airtime moments too, along a dynamically sprawling layout. Combine that with what Universal does best, then you have quite possibly the greatest looking roller coaster of 2021. VelociCoaster, this is definitely the one to watch in my opinion. Just please, for the love of God, don't let us down. Many thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. What a fantastic year 2021 is going to be. Before I finish, I just want to let you know that the Clamshell Awards are back. Make sure to nominate your favourite creators in the link below. And if you do want to, nominate me, that's nice. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, smash subscribe for more content like this, and give the bell a flick to keep all up to date. Videos on the left, merchandise on the right. Make sure to hit this button for the ride of your lives. You've been watching ScrewyLoops. Ta-ra a bit.